Hey, Airsofters, Rooney here, doing a hop-up upgrade. I'm going to be installing a Maple Leaf 80-degree hop-up on my bar 10, along with an Angel Custom Neo single-arm hop-up chamber. These are super awesome hop-ups. I had a two-piece one, but I'm ready to upgrade. So let's take a look first at the hop-up chamber I got here. If you are not used to these are pretty fun. It's one piece, but the best part about this is that you can use a standard AEG inner barrel in this, which is why I got it. You see here I've got a standard inner barrel, right? Just a standard inner barrel. This is a 6.01 575. I've been running with my sniper forever, and that's why I like these one pieces, right? It just slides in here, ready to rock and roll. Excellent for snipers. So a couple things about it. First and foremost, you'll find two little screws, one on each side, this side and this side, and they act like a clamp. You'll tighten these up. You'll see me do that in a minute, and it'll keep this sturdy with your inner barrel. Second is the screw. This is the screw, right? This puts pressure on this little arm here, and you basically will adjust it via a screwdriver, which actually looks like they gave me one. So let's open that up too. Oh, cool, it's a flathead. All right, my other one was a Allen key. Oh, and there's my my little nub for my hop up right there. So make sure I do not lose that, along with my Allen key. Put that right. Oh, almost already lost it. Uh-oh, there it is. All right. So I don't want to lose that. My Allen key. Here we go. Now before I get started, I've already done this, but what I suggest, install these before, just loosen these up, and I loosen them up so they're flush with either side. Makes it kind of easy. And do the same with these two screws here. And what these two do, you can see in there at all, it's got these two white kind of nubs in there, and that holds the BBs in place when they chamber up, right? And it's all based on BB pressure. So the tighter you make these, the more they hold the BB in place, but it might not let your piston hit it real good. So I just make them flush. I'll do a couple test shots, take it back out, and adjust as needed. But I find that just leaving it flush most of the time, I'm okay. So, and then the next thing we're gonna do too, this little silver piece will come out. So we'll go ahead and start the install. So first and foremost, you gotta take this little silver part off. There you go, pretty easy. And I'm gonna take this little metal part, I'm gonna slide it on my my inner barrel here. It's from my old one. So my new one, right, just like that. And the other thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen the spring up, put my finger on here so it doesn't shoot off. I think that's off now. I'm gonna just drop it in there. There you go. So now you can kind of see it. It's a rocker arm, right? There's a little spring right there, and that's what keeps pressure. So the tighter you pull, you pull it, the more this clamps on your bucking. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna loosen that up. I'm gonna take it one step further, just because I like to lessen muscle. I'm gonna pop this little bolt out of there, and that's what holds the arm in place. So now I can work with this pretty free. But of course I can't install that without taking my maple leaf out. Now if you haven't used the maple leaves, these are highly recommended for any type of HPA weapon. They're really sturdy. All my guys use them. These things are epic. The thing I've noticed is now they're a little hard to come by. They're always sold out wherever we go. So yeah, let's go ahead and install this sucker, right? So regular inner barrel, right? If you've never done this before on any type of gun, there's a little slit right there, slides right on here, just like so, perfectly flush. These are really tight too, really like that. They're very tight buckings. And the other thing I like to do is I'm gonna look down the middle, make sure my nub looks good. You can't see me checking it, but I'm checking on the side of the camera. Look how tight that is. That is just epicness right there. That's why these things are so badass, as Dirty Joe would say. I'm taking his words now, but that is perfectly on there. So now this is the top right here. I'm just going to slide that on, wiggle it in there Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we're going to take your little silver piece, tighten that up. Excellent. And now I'm going to tighten these bolts that we loosened. Oh, all right, just touched the pipe, inner barrel rather, to the side. Just touched it. All right, so I'm going to do one quick test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, now that it's kind of tight, I'm going to take this little nub, drop this sucker right in, put some pressure on it, and make sure that that bucking is in fact perfect. Oh yeah, she tested out real nice indeed. I'm just going to tighten these up a little bit. Oh yeah. Just want to make sure it's a good, solid hopper. All right, they're all tightened up on these two sides. We're looking good. Okay, so the next bit's pretty simple. We're gonna put our nub back in here, just like that. Right? Put our nub back in there, just like that. I'm gonna grab my rocker arm. Forgive me if these are the wrong terms. It's not like they come with an instruction book. There we go. Perfect. And now you get the top part on there. Again, we're gonna screw it from the bottom, and I'm just gonna get it, you know, so it's giving it just a little bit of a tuck, just so it's flush with the top. I'll adjust it later when I start shooting the thing. But yeah, so I've got these two tightened. This is in there. Bucking's good. Nub in there, and this is all put back together. I have no extra parts, so I must have done this right. And now for the assembly part. This is easy. Grab your push it in there, and you know, if it slides in here real easy, that means you did a good job. Okay, if it's hitting something, that means you got to tighten something, because it won't go through the end of the tube here. So all right, got that in there perfectly. Now we just got to put the mag catch back in here. Perfect. Get my other one in here. Really tighten that sucker. Perfect. All right. Putting my outer barrel back on, lining them up for my little screw. Screws on. Perfect. All right, so next part, pretty simple the way I've wired this. If you're not familiar with the HPA bolt M, that's what you see as this cable runs in the back. I put my tank in there. If you're running a spring, probably not used to that. Trust me, this is a awesome build. Got it. Perfect. Now, next part, just got to put the bolts back in there. Now, if you don't have one of these, always make sure that you got a clip in there to tighten this, right? Because if it's too tight, it's not going to shoot. If it's not tight enough, it's not going to shoot. So you got to be right in that Goldilocks zone, tightening this sucker up. So what I like to do is I'll dry fire it a few times. That might be too tight. Make sure that it chambers around. This is the fun part of any bar 10, is getting that mag release perfect. I think that's good. I think this one I put too tight. That should be good. All right, let me get some rounds in here. Let's see how we did. All right, I got a tank installed. Oh, that's good and smooth too. Oh, one shot, and I got that perfectly in there, perfectly set. So that's it, guys. That's how to install the new bucking, new hop up on a bar 10. Now, like I said, if you're not familiar with the Bolt M, definitely look at getting that in your next upgrade for your spring gun. Huge improvements, and I can use my sniper at just about any field. Low power, high power. This one here, here's a quick chart of all the PSI levels, weights, FPS, and joules that I'm able to crank out of this guy. So I can practically use it at any field. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helps you out in the future. I will definitely be letting you know how this Angel Custom does on the battlefield. And if my man Levi stops moving so fast, he'll be able to tell you too. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you on the field.